Good day, sir.
Good day. Nice to meet you.
It's so amazing to be here. It's so amazing. This is an amazing project, and we are glad to be here. Isn't that so?
Yeah, all the way from Lagos.
All the way from Lagos.
Thank you
It's
very
because
much.
it's massive. This is massive. So, sir, well, briefly, right, for the sake of those watching this now, what can you say? What's the idea behind this amazing project you have here?
Okay, thank you very much. So the idea behind this project is an estate that every day feels like vacation.
It actually feels
A
like that way.
unique project, vacation. So having seen very wonderful development in places like Abuja, Lagos, and some other part of outside Nigeria anyway. So I looked at the southeast. Developers are not really taking the bull by the horn to do massive projects. They
That's
just
right.
come around, fence,
true.
sell land and disappear, no development. So then I decided to come up with the Golden Palace Residences, not just an estate, but one that will reshape how people see real estate, especially, let's say, Akwa Ibom. In Akwa Ibom State, there is this idea that real estate is scam because they will collect your money, you will not see road, you will not see anything. They sell the land so cheap that they can't develop. They only focus on the profit. They buy land, $1 million, they sell 2 million, they take their profit and they run away. It is totally different from what we are doing here. We want to do actual development. And because of the fact that Akwa Ibom is a place that a lot of people have shown interest to visit for the purpose of tourism and relaxation. So we didn't just want to sell land or sell houses. We have to include recreational activities, things that will make people feel like they are on vacation, like the lake view and a mini golf course.
Wow. Lakeview mini golf course.
Wow. So this is actually home away from home.
Exactly.
Massive.
So we want to change how people see real estate in this part of the country. That is the reason why we are trying to do what we are doing.
Wow, nice, nice,
Awesome.
nice.
So we have the bungalows here. Can you tell us something about it? What's going to be unique about these bungalows in Golden Palaces from every other bungalows out there?
Yeah, as you can see, at the left, that is the first.
Okay.
This is our first block of bungalows.
Okay.
This block we call it block A01.
Alright.
It is just 4 units of bungalows, and it's going to be garden view bungalows. There are 3-bedroom fully detached bungalows. It can also be customized to 4-bedroom if a client wants. That's well. But the first 2 we have is 3-bedroom. So the other ones that we're here to do the foundation. If a client says he wants 4-bedroom, you can do 4-bedroom. But the plan is to have 3-bedroom fully detached bungalow in this first block, and they are all solar powered, right?
Okay, solar powered.
Solar powered.
Okay.
So when you buy the unit, it comes with solar altogether.
The street itself, is it also solar, as in the entire estate?
The estate is a solar powered estate.
Fully solar
Fully
powered.
solar powered estate.
Very economical. Okay.
Yes, of
what
course.
else do we have offering here?
So for this unit of 3-bedroom, beside the solar, the garden view, of course, we are going to be having a clubhouse very close to this place, so they can have access to the clubhouse. Will have a swimming pool, and of course, we have the lake view just not far from
recreational activities
in this particular block.
Plus a lot of greenery, because we're talking about lake view and talking about the golf course.
Exactly.
We can see some, we can see this and that.
So if you look at the 3D, you will see the design. So it's purely contemporary,
super modern,
luxury, spacious rooms. If you go inside, you can see it.
And fully detached.
Fully detached.
Wow.
Right.
Remember when I said this is massive? It is actually massive. Like there's no other bungalow like this elsewhere.
It's true.
And affordability, that's something that strikes me with these bungalows.
Of course, it's affordable. For now, anyway.
Very affordable.
For now, it's affordable.
All right, I think
you do well to begin to hurry. Grab your own units now.
All right, sir. For the investors that would like to invest, because for us to fly from Lagos to this place, we know that we really mean business, and we have the credibility of this company as a stake in order for us to push it out to our investors. So, what is the duration after the full payments? Allocation, in terms of allocation.
Okay, if you look at this place, let me say, for example, if this place is fully fenced, you can live here.
Yes.
I can live here and feel
Very
safe.
sure.
Because
It's very-
Right.
all our
There are
way
already
coming is
developments
already
around.
developed.
Of course.
Yeah, that's
So we are not depending on completing other buildings before we deliver. Let me take this for example now. If a client says I want this, and he says okay, I have 20%, I have 30% deposit. In 3 months it's ready.
Wow.
in 3
You
months.
can hear
Yes,
that.
this particular one now.
Three
In 3 months it's ready. We'll finish it and hand it over, and your environment will fence it and you feel secure. Even if you want to move in, you can move in. So while we are also developing other units,
ones,
so the plan is to deliver the estate in phases,
Wow.
so that people can be living here while work is also going on in other
So
phases.
you can hear that now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the title governing this entire estate?
Fantastic. That's a great question.
Because people are longing to
So
know.
right now, there are just a few estates in Akwa Ibom,
Obviously.
right, that has a government consent.
Wow.
So government consent is a consent given to you by the government that they have approved your estate for CFO, but pending when the governor signs it. So which means that your estate has already been, you have paid all your taxes, it has been approved to obtain your CFO. But you know, it will take some time to get to the table of the governor, and they will give you a letter of consent,
Okay.
which shows that your estate is good to go for CFO. So that letter of consent is as good as having a CFO, just like having a governor's consent in some states.
Yeah.
So here in Akwa Ibom, it is government consent issued to you by the government. So we have that consent. But before we got that consent, we got our approved layout, did our register survey, we got our we also of approval.
Everything
Everything has been done. Right? This estate has a legal title. You know, there's different from having just a document
So it's a
to having a
verified.
legal title.
It's a verified
Yes.
one.
For example, now if you have a legal title to your property, banks can accept it as a collateral.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right? If let me say for example, now you buy a land from anybody in the village and they give you your documents, deed of assignment and survey.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have the legal title to that property. The bank cannot accept it until it is registered in the government and it has approved.
Yes.
So this place has been approved and duly registered in government, and it has a legal title. It belongs to us.
Can be used for collateral.
Of course it can. So,
Government recognized.
Of course, if you want to raise funds and want to use this land as a collateral, they will gladly accept it because of the value of the project.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So we have done our title perfection in this particular area that we are currently developing.
Wow.
Okay, so a lot of my friends and other persons wanted to know, since we've been talking about the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, which is the most talked about project in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So how does it affiliate or relate to the Golden Palace resident that is currently in Oyo? And of what value will it also bring to
this project?
Generally.
Okay, so if we look at the distance between Lagos and Akwa Ibom, for example, some realtors that came, through
I came from
road,
Lagos too,
from
myself.
Lagos. Yeah, I believe it should be about 12 to 13 hours.
By road.
By road, yes, by road.
But when the coastal road is completed, it will take you about 5 hours to get to Akwa Ibom. You understand?
coastal road.
So more people will want to
hours.
come to
13 hours.
Akwa Ibom State. You understand? So if there is easy access to a particular location, you have more people coming in.
Yes.
Key factor.
So because more people will be coming, it means more money for realtors, more money for developer, because more properties will be sold and bought. And properties will not just be sold, the prices will keep going up and high.
And more
Right.
developments.
So the coastal road has a lot to offer when it comes to real estate in Akwa Ibom State.
So how close proximity to the
Coastal.
which coastal road is passing through here? Because we know that it goes all the way Calabar and all of that. So which one is passing through here directly? And how
Okay.
close is it?
Okay, great. So the one that is passing through is the same coastal road from
Yes,
Lagos,
yes.
right? But it's going through, it's crossing through our Oron Road,
Oh, all around. Yeah.
very close to the airport,
Okay.
and straight down to Calabar. right? Okay. So from just like coming from the airport to this place. If you are coming from airport to this place, it takes about 35 minutes.
Yeah, it was actually really short.
Yeah, really short. So let's say from here to the coastal road is about 35 minutes because it's very close to the airport.
So you see 35 minutes to the coastal road. So you can hit Lagos coastal road, and before you know it, you are right in Golden Palace.
This is massive. So the project, is it, I want to believe it's for everybody.
And it's affordable.
It's because, you know, since it is Uyo, some persons will be like, I'm not from Uyo. So briefly, what can you say about as in, what can you say to them? I'm talking about security now, exactly, because
indigenous from here.
Yeah.
True.
Good. So when it comes to protection, one, as a company, we have the legal right to the property. We also have the legal right to transfer the property
ownership
and also protect them. Right. So you don't have to be an Akwa Ibom man to invest here. You are protected because the property is legally duly registered by the government, and we have the legal right to transfer to you. Right. So you don't have any issue with trespassing or any issue with encumbrances because your property is legally secured under the estate umbrella.
So you don't have to be from Uyo
to invest in Akwa Ibom.
No.
So you don't have to be from here to invest in Golden Palace residence.
So you can actually own a vacation home in this estate. Even though you're not from Akwa Ibom State, you can, let's say you live in Lagos, you do your 9 to 5 or you do business, you are very busy, and once in a while you want to spend some time, you know, want to go out to Akwa Ibom State, you can come here, own a vacation home with your family, stay and relax. You have access to fresh food, very fresh food in Akwa Ibom.
Right.
You can see how green everywhere is. It shows that the land is very fertile.
See what you guys got.
Of course, it will. Yeah. So yeah.
So, all right. What's the size? How much plots do we have here? What's the size of this particular estate? Yes, because there's land options too, apart from the bungalows. So
of course.
How many hectares is in Golden Palace residence?
To even add to that also, the lake view also. The lake view also. So you can also
just give us the total rundown.
Talk about it. Okay, maybe when we get closer to that side, we can talk about it. We can also talk about it here anyway. So when it comes to the size, right? So the first part of this estate, it runs down through this way. My left goes down this way. If you go to the gatehouse, you are going to see the layout.
Also here the allocation has been done first.
Yeah, so of course I've done Facebook allocation. I'm also still expanding. So the first part of the estate is a total of about 200 plots that we are developing down this way. So after that, I also moved to the other part. So the estate is actually expandable to over 500 plots in total, right? So, but where we're working on now is to deliver first 200 plots, and then we can expand for that. While we're also negotiating with, you know, landowners to acquire more and expand the estate. But what we have on ground now is about 200 plots, which you can see on the layout in the estates gates. You see how
much of this is handling the bungalows? 200 plots for land sales or with bungalows?
Okay, yeah, that is the total of everything, including of the bungalows.
So how much of it is going for land and how much of it is going for bungalows?
And also the initial deposit.
Okay, great. So we have blocks of both bungalows and duplexes. Okay, yeah. So we have blocks of both bungalows and duplexes, right? This is the first block of bungalows.
Duplexes here
of course, we have.
Not just bungalows.
Yes, we have. So, but you know, we are building block by block. So once we are done with the block of the bungalow, we look at the demand if we are going to move to a block of duplexes or bungalows. So when we have about 6 blocks of bungalows and 6 blocks of duplexes, right? That will be in this estate. Then we also have a special block of lake view duplexes, right? So those duplexes will be facing the lake down there. So a total of 6 about 13 blocks of buildings, so which will take about 50% of the estate for our own development, which is we are building and we are selling, right? So the remaining part of the land, the buyers will buy and then they will develop and build a very wonderful design, not just any design, anyway. So we have to approve your design before you go ahead and build it. But it is not, you must not build what you build. You know, you can do your own, but it has to be
creative.
Yeah, of course, have to be very, very beautiful.
Okay, so people, you've heard from him himself. This is the best investment location for the 1% of the 1% looking for the best investment in a prime location, and Uyo is bringing you that great investment for you here in Nigeria. This is where that money of yours lying idle in the bank should be invested.
So one last thing, please. What's the initial deposit, and is there any offer right now that the investors may want to cash in on? We are right in the place here today. This is a launch,
Yes,
so
and also
give
the
us
payment plan.
and
Exactly.
payment plan. So how do we
Exactly. That's a
offer do
key.
you
That's a
have
key
for
thing.
us?
They should have
Yeah.
an offer.
For our
Yeah.
investors?
Yeah, okay. So let me talk about the initial deposit.
Yes,
so we
please.
have our plot starts from 250 square meters. We have 250, 450, 500, and customized plot. You can say 1,000, 2,000. So we can also calculate at 16,000 per square meter.
Okay.
Okay. So our 250 square meter is 4 million. 450 is 7.2 million. While 500 is 8 million.
Wow.
Initial deposit for 250 is 500,000. For 450 is a million naira, and a million naira for 500 also.
Okay.
Right. So when it comes to the offer,
The part we want to hear.
so before now, you know, we just got our government consent like 3 days ago.
Wow.
Right.
That's great.
So which is like, okay, we are supposed to we have a very strong title now.
Nah, we
the
can
price
hit it.
the price should be
Keep the
going
price
up. So but we decided not to take the price up.
Okay.
Because of the fact that we want people to enjoy the current price that we are in. So that is the offer.
Making it an
No,
affordable one.
we will no longer increase the price, because we wanted to increase immediately after we got the consent, because it's like getting CFO, and we know the cost of getting
that,
CFO.
yes.
So but we will not increase our prices now.
For now.
So we are going to leave it open for 60 days.
Wow.
Right?
So the
2
offer is
months.
that you can still get this property even now with a governor's consent at the same price, even when it hadn't had the governor's consent. So that is the
And
offer.
this
So
offer is
just for
within
60
2 months.
days.
Yeah,
60
days.
days.
Yeah.
60 days.
So-
An offer you shouldn't dream of
Shouldn't
missing.
snooze on at all.
If you snooze,
you lose.
you lose. So do well to reach out to the number
On your
below,
screen,
or go to
yes.
the description section to get more info about the Golden Palace residence.
Residences.
So
It's been an
Thank
amazing
you.
time, everyone.
Oh,
Thank you
thank you,
very
sir.
much,
Thank you.
sir.
Nice to
Thank you,
meet
sir.
you.
Thank you,
Nice
sir.
to
It was
meet
nice
you.
having you
Same
here.
here. Same
Thank you,
here.
sir.
God bless you.
this
Thank
is
you.
actually fast selling.
Yes.
And it's selling.
And
It's
sold out.
selling now.
It
It's
is.
sold out.
Sold out.
already.
Very
It's
soon.
fast
Sold
selling.
out.
Sold
All right.
out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
See you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone.